Hello, it's Lord of the Games. Metroid Prime Remastered. It's a new title for a Nintendo Switch, and today I will explain to you why it's old and new at the same time, and for what reason it's great. Original Metroid Prime was launched in 2002 at GameCube. If you don't know GameCube, it's like PlayStation 2 but from Nintendo. So, it's the first-person Metroid in history. Because all of the previous was 2D and you could have two questions. I never played before in Metroid, and why I need new shooter if I have Call of Duty? And I already played Metroid, what I need to pay $40 if I can download emulator, set up Full HD and play it for free. So, first of all, we need to understand what are Metroid games. Because while you watched gameplay, you could think that it is just other shooter. But the point in philosophy. Let me spell it out for you. For example, we will take first Metroid that was launched on NES. Your character has appeared. Next, you go right and shoot some enemies. In a minute, you see a hole. But it is too small, so you can't pass. In frustrated feelings you comes back, go left from place you started and see strange ball. After touching it, you receive the ability to become a ball. Realize that now you can pass the hole, go back and explore this level. And that's the main philosophy of all Metroids. You're exploring the level, find closed door, go back and find a new ability, so you can open this door and go to the next area. And Prime, it's the same, but in first person. Let's get back to Prime. So, on the start you appeared on the space station and exploring it. In the meantime, game shows you your abilities, like transform into the ball, rocket launcher, charge shoot, weak shoot and scanner. But next, you'll lose all of it. Except for weak shot. So, the game shows you some parts of mechanics at the beginning. Next, you're appearing on the planet without your abilities and you see 4 doors. But you can go to 2 of them now. You go to one of them, find a new weapon or ability, go back, open another door that was unattainable. Find a new ability there and explore further. So, you're looking for new ways to open the doors, kill new enemies and overcome the obstacles that you saw some time ago. Now, some of you can think that it could be boring. And that's true. Because of many different obstacles, there are much backtracking in the game. But once more, every room, every corridor is different. You always need to solve special puzzles, jump on platforms, use electric hook cat, transform to the ball and pass little tunnels. So you're doing different things at every level. And you always have some enemies. It's not so much of them in the first half of the game, but still. Plus, the environment is quite interesting too. There are various biomes on the levels: winter, desert, forests, volcano, and every one of them have some kind of ancient ruins with their own design, puzzles and enemies. Moreover, sometimes you're facing unusual situations. For example, a room in which there was no light. And you need to understand by yourself that you can use a thermal visor or somehow deal with this situation. The story is simple. You as a mercenary receive some strange signal from some space base. You go there and found some space pirates that trying to create Metroid. Super biological weapon. And our enemy in the whole series. Next, base exploded, and one of the main bosses, Dragon Ridley, goes to the nearest planet and you will follow him. As per me, story in Metroid the same as in adult films. Very important. But if you want, everywhere you can find different messages from pirates, ancient races. You can scan enemies, flora and fauna, so you can read all the lore information if you want. Fight system is not complicated. You need to shoot the enemies with your gun and sometimes change it to other weapons. But it's rare. There are much different types of enemies. Flying, humanoids, worms, different creations. And even the fact that you will kill them in more or less the same way. A big roster helps you not to get tired. And if you always suffer from aiming with joysticks, start dancing, because here we have super cool feature for you. By pressing the L, you will lock on target and you can jump, run, do whatever you want. But this lock won't come off. Yeah, PC is better because you don't need to lock with mouse. No, my little computer gamers. They added this feature not because the gamepads was not created for aiming, but because originally this game was on GameCube. And it was the time when nobody understood how to do aiming properly on the gamepads. There are 4 types of control schemes. Modern, as always in shooters now, with using 2 sticks. Gyroscope, where you aiming as it was on Wii, by moving your right Joy-Con. Hybrid, modern with gyroscope. And old one, as it was on GameCube. So you can't aim, but you're moving your character just by using left stick, both for going back, forward and turning left and right. I prefer modern. Son, on Wii it was better. Never mind, it's my father. Listen, grandson, GameCube was the best. Okay, grandpa. Thank you. See you later. Also, you have a scanner, and it's not just helps you understand common information about enemies, but it helps you to understand how to deal with bosses too, because you can't kill them just by shooting. They are not just your private sponge to soak up ammos. All of them need different strategies and kills differently. With one, you need to avoid flames and kill flying bugs. With other, you need to find weak spots by using thermal visors, and more. And in the end, some old gamers could say, why we need to buy new game for $40 if we can play it on emulators or on other old consoles? No, you can't. First of all, it's big difference in graphics. They redraw whole textures and effects from originals, and you can see more of examples with Digital Foundry films. But there are still that atmosphere of Metroid Prime. Second, new, ideal control. For me it was the main pain while I played it on Wii. Because I am so lazy that sometimes I don't want even move my fingers. And you ask me to move my whole hand? Sure, it works great on Switch. 60 FPS everywhere with great graphics, even on the big screens. And lastly, it costs just $40, which is cheap for a new Nintendo game on eShop. So yes, this game is cost this money and your time. So go on! And open the door that you see 10 hours ago at the start of the game.